Righty then, we're back with another episode. I apologise if I sound terrible. I am full of cold. So, my sunburn and Warnado have just arrived this morning, so I thought I'd get another video recorded, even though I've still got a bunch ready. I only now need Slam Bam and Danarang. However, the next two that I'm going to be reviewing now that I've finally got them done is Bash and the one I'm doing today, Boomer. I'll probably record Bash after and then get to leveling up my others. So, long history of Boomer. Essentially, Boomer was one of the first Skylanders I picked up, who I got on Christmas Day. I actually didn't use him, like, because basically I played the first game pretty much on my own, but my little sister at the time was only about 8. And basically, yeah, she took a real like, she found him real cute for some reason, and she took like a really big liking to him. So essentially, she got her own set of Skylanders where she used. So I actually never really used him until I played this. And you know what? A lot of people, like, I watched Crash's like least favourite Skylanders, and he places Boomer quite low. And I don't know, I quite like him. I think, yeah, he's simple, yeah, but he's kind of effective. Like, you can literally just spam this. He's got a knockback. Obviously in the game he came out and it was fairly decent as well. Like, it seems better in this one than he did in the other one, like, because in the other one it seems like you know, throw grenades like this. Whereas in this one you can like... Look. I don't know, I like him. To be fair, it's like a lot of people don't really like the bombs that he leaves behind, but they're actually like decent damage. Like, it's like they're a lot more difficult to hit than Voodoo's tripwire, but I don't know. They're a lot easier. They're a lot harder to hit than Voodoo's tripwire, but you get like a lot. You get like a lot more damage out of it. Cheeky level up. So I've been playing this game on Chaos, and it's at some point I'm gonna try and get Callum round, and we're gonna do a co-op 2-player lock. I'm gonna half the Skylanders that I've got. To be fair, I might only use the generation. I might now, because if I do that, I won't be able to use his favourite Slobber 2. Once I've got videos for like the majority of them, I'm gonna try and do a lock. Right, so now that we've done the first round, let's have a look at his actual abilities on thingy. So he's got Dynamite top, where he throws a bit of a troll grenade dynamite. Yeah, it's not great at the early game. And then there's his troll smash, where he slams the ground when they get knocked back. These two abilities are okay. And then there's this, which is the fuse sphere, so you can hold it to delay the explosion. Which, to be fair, in the original game is kind of useful because the lock-on's not as good. Or at least it didn't feel as good. So you could use this to kind of guarantee you being able to hit it. That again is another decent ability, increasing the damage. Can't go wrong. This ability is kind of terrible, like, I'm not gonna lie. Placing a bomb behind is kind of terrible because it takes like about 3 seconds to detonate. But it pairs well with his top skill tree, which I'm gonna go into in a minute. And then there's his Dynamites deal even more damage, which is like obviously, well, ridiculously good. But all in all, his first set of abilities, that's still usable, yeah, but it's not great. Like, compared to what I've got now that they're fully upgraded. Know what I mean? It's a weird one. I like how he can kick the bombs when you get his soul gem. It's kind of a useless soul gem, but it is pretty cool.
really goes to show you you how easy it is to be an odds maker, Bill. I mean, come on. Picking the guys who always win to win, it's not exactly a bold prediction.
Like, at moments like where you get CC'd, you can just drop, like, look at that, that's just crazy. They don't really change from this game to the other one, like, he's just kind of there. I quite like Boomer. I think Boomer's one of the underrated gems, to be fair.
Another one bites the dust. Believe me, too, it does not taste good. Not good.
I don't know, I think he's one of the most underrated. My little sister loves this Skylander so much. Whoa.
Yeah, and looking back in retrospect, what were we thinking? I mean, really, like, these guys are totally good. Yeah, it's just some fearless feedback. The Skylanders should probably try to not get hit so much.
Get ready for pizza. I'm looking at picking up Crash Bandicoot and Cortex as well for this. So 40 damage and 6 tick damage isn't that bad, especially with how fast you can throw them. 48 damage on crits, 32 damage on normal. Hey, I'm gonna get to level 20 off this. Nice, it's a win-win that. There we go, I'll take that any day.
Oh, had to jump in there and calm the Skylander level, yeah. My saying, boo, yeah. Yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, I think he's strong. I do think he's a lot better. I think his only issue lies in his health. Like at level 20, he's got 690 health, which isn't exactly great.
Oh, wow, chill, Bill. It is a pretty bad day to be a bad
Like
guy.
he's very. You can't really afford to get hit. Right, so now we're going to his skill trees. I've been down on both. So that's okay, you know, it deals more damage, that's completely fine, it's already a decent damage ability. Troll Smash stuns enemies, that's very useful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's ridiculously useful, that. And there's that way you hold up and do the maximum damage, that does like a ton of damage. But I'm a big fan of the charge ups, and plus, the only reason I didn't go down is because it only upgrades your charge, whereas the top one upgrades your dynamite and your thingy, so your troll bombs have bigger explosions to increase damage. It makes it usable because you can only drop one down. It does make it usable, but this is the ability I like. You can have 6 troll bombs active at once. You're running away, you can drop 6 bombs. Like, no one's gonna follow you, like, at all. No one is gonna follow you, especially in combination with that. And then your last one, you're throwing your exploding barrels that split into 3 sticks of dynamite. That's completely fine. Like, you throw the high damaging barrels and they have extra damage. That's completely fine. Then there's this soul gem. Troll bombs can be kicked at enemies. So basically, if I drop it, I can now move it about, and as soon as it connects to an enemy, if I remember correctly, it detonates. Yeah, it does. So you can even like drop one down and quickly 180 on him. You can get it. You can get away with a lot with Boomer. He's not a bad Skylander, to be fair.
Ooh, broccoli guy feels your pain right there, Skylander. I mean, you know, not
Like, I'll be doing like a ranking of my top, like my worst to best Skylanders from Generation 1 when I've got them all. I've still got to play some Warnade, and I've still got to play some Sunburn. I've played Slam Bam enough. I need to play a bit more Dino rank to really give them a fair chance. But obviously I'm ordering them next week. Their videos won't be coming for a while. I think my next closest is... I know Terrafin's pretty close now to max level, and max upgrade. So the delay one, the delay ability in the first set becomes kind of useless later on. Because like the arc they throw on the arc is just ridiculously like large, so the chance of you missing is so low.
Oh yeah, although full disclosure here, I don't think the weather ever actually changes in this place. I mean, it's the same every day. We are seeing the Skylanders start to firmly establish their own dominance.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, easy peasy.
Bad guys could come back
Boom.
Not good.
Yeah. I tell you, if I thought I was going to give him a very average rate for him being quite plain, but if I had to really rate him, yeah, I think I know what I'm going to give him.
Can't feel good. It really can't.
Like, all of his abilities become usable depending on what, like, even his troll bomb becomes usable, like, even down the other path. Like, it's still usable. It's not great, but it's usable. I'd definitely recommend going down the top path, to be fair. Oh, this is going to be almost over soon. There's a couple of Skylanders I am looking forward to reviewing, though, I ain't gonna lie. Easy.
Okay, I have to admit, I kind of saw that one coming. I mean, the Skylanders, they pretty much always win, right?
They are definitely on a hot streak, and Chill Bill knows a thing or two about hot streaks, even though I am mostly associated with the cold.
So, Boomer, you know, in terms of power, like, in the OG games, like, you know, I didn't mind him. I only played him a bit in the OG games, but I played him enough to know. So I've got to say, I ain't gonna lie, like, I think he's average. Like, I do think I think he's a bit better than average because I think all of his a bit like, I've rated like, you know, people like Ghost Roaster at 2.5. Like, that's about as average as you're gonna get. But I think Boomer's definitely worth a 3 out of 5. I ain't gonna lie, like I gave Whamshell a 3 out of 5, I think, but I don't know. I do prefer Whamshell, but I can't argue that Boomer's not strong at all. Like, he's pretty strong in these games. He's not really much to look at yet, but he's still good. And if you don't have a Boomer, pick him up. It's very sentimental for me because it used to belong to my sister, so, you know, before she went off Skylanders and started doing her own thing. And if you stuck around to watch it, then thank you, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll be reviewing Bash. Thank you.